Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today on Gardnering, we're going to make a ukulele from a subscription box company called Kiwico. Kiwico makes subscription boxes. Their themes are crafts, art, and engineering, and they make them for a variety of different age levels. The kit that we're going to make is from their KiwiCrate series. It says you can make a ukulele in 75 minutes. I'm very skeptical. I've made a ukulele before. Here's one I made. It took me about 3 hours, not including the time for the glue to dry. And of course, the paint job. The paint job took a while. But a ukulele in 75 minutes seems like a stretch to me. So we'll see how it goes. Before we start, I want to say that I am an affiliate with Kiwico, which means that if you use the links I provided in the description, I'll get a little kickback. So if this project looks like fun, please use the links below to sign up. So let's get right into making it. All right, we've got this cool book. It contradicts their claim, but it contains everything you need. First thing off, we need that clear cord, so clearly not for strings, I guess. And this is actually kind of cool. It looks like all the stuff for the fretboard is in one bag, so you just have to open that one bag and you'll get all your stuff out. That's cool. On one of my make a ukulele kicks, I went to a luthier and had him cut a fretboard for me, a CNC saw that was set up to cut the fretboards on tenor ukuleles. So I had him make me one of those. So I've got this rosewood fretboard waiting for my next ukulele project. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 frets. Right. It says the instructions step 7. So step 6 shows you how to do the second fret, and step 7 says repeat for all of them. So I own one ukulele, but it's a jumbush mandolin tuned as a ukulele. So a jumbush is a Turkish instrument that is made from basically like the body of the instrument is made from an aluminum, like something that kind of looks like an aluminum pot with a piece of plastic covering the top and kind of bolted down, and it has this kind of fun, kind of twangy sound, but it's a really neat little instrument. And I got it at Lark in the Morning, this music shop that maybe is from around here, but I found found the shop up in Seattle, or maybe it's from up there and they have one and they just have one down here. Not really sure, but it's a wonderful music shop and I highly recommend it. I'll try to put a link in the description. Not an affiliate with them. I'm just a fanboy. Another instrument I got from there I got this horn that was made of a looks like a sheep horn, and I didn't realize it, but it's a shofar, which is a instrument of Jewish origin, I guess, or Middle Eastern origin at any rate, and it's prominent in it's prominent in the Jewish religion because it's blown at Passover, I think. I don't know. All right, we got it to the end. So there we go. Let's see if we can get this to There we go. Pretty cool. All right. Got that done and done. Okay, so now we're moving on to building the body and the neck. All right, we need the 6 medium ones, 7 medium ones. Oh, that's why they said to do it on the side of a table, on the edge of a table, right there, because these things will fall out. Okay, there we go. We got 7 of them in. We are good to go. So these are going to go like this. And this is going to go over here like this. And then we got this one on the back, so this one goes over here like this. I think it would probably have been better to have you put these things together separately and then slide it into the hole like I just did, but you know what? I'm not the engineer who worked on this project. I'm sure someone much smarter than me was at the helm when these decisions were made. There we go. All right. Hold the neck up to keep it together. That is a good suggestion. I'm going to have this Glubtopus hold it for me. If you don't know what Glubtopus is, look at my other videos. A stuffed octopus made from a pair of gloves. And that's all I'm going to say about that today. Again, seems like this should have been put together apart and then slipped into here, but this goes at the end. Right in here. This is moving along at a pace. I am impressed. I don't mean to sound like such a fanboy. I love putting kits together. And this one has been really easy for me, so. Directions say you're almost done holding the neck up. Check and make sure all the pieces are lined up correctly with the front of the ukulele. Pieces are in the slot here. Bridge pokes through here. The bolt holes will be in place when I put the screws in. Excellent. Okay, we gotta get these plastic washers out. A little glue tape. Okay, that's fine. And come out too. Almost falling into the body, but not. The gods of Evermore are watching over me. I don't know what the gods of Evermore are. Where's that cute little screwdriver? Look at this cute screwdriver. It is just the cutest thing in the world. The bottom of the screw picked up some of the grass from my decorative mat here. And I will bring out my grass mat. Okay, let's just keep moving on. Okay, we got the 2 long washers in their separate bag, of course. It's just like a little touch of organization that makes it all feel really simple. 2 more bolts to hold the neck down. I was wondering how they were going to do that. The neck is one of the parts of the instrument that gets the most pressure. All right, there's a little ding on their record. They're a relatively good record so far, but I mean, I guess it's my fault for not checking to make sure those things were in before I put the 7 screws in. All right, I'm just gonna hold it with my hand. Okay, so then we take the neck frets up. Just put it on here. I would assume that you're supposed to use a washer, but it does not mention it, so I'm not going to do it. All right, we are done with the body. All right, now we are going to add the head. Okay, that's the headpiece. I know I might seem like a fanboy again, but I got to appreciate the little details. You need 8 screws for this, and they give you 9. I just love that. All right, now we got these other little pieces. I am running out of pieces. I think I'm almost done. That is amazing. Okay. So yeah, they are just spacers that that make the tight a little fitter, or the fit a little tighter, the fit a little tighter. And they say if one of them won't fit in, take out the piece of plastic and just go without it. 2 more of these little spacing plates. Go yet. Before you continue, from here forward, you set up the ukulele for a right-handed player. If you're a lefty, so it says if you're a lefty, you can tune the strings opposite. Go from top to bottom instead of bottom to top. Oops. I did it wrong. Apparently the string is supposed to go under the knot, so I gotta loosen this up. And all right, we got that one done. Now we do it again with the red string. G-D-E-A, I think. An hour to make it, 30 minutes to tune to string it. That is crazy talk. Trim the strings. Give it a strum, it says. Let's hear it. No buzzing. Cool. So we're all done making this uke. Here it is. It's actually interesting. It has like a shape, the body shape like a cigar box ukulele, but covered with this curved wood. But the box is, you can see the box right in here. The sound box, the resonating box, I guess. I don't know what you call it. The body of the ukulele. It sounds pretty good too. Sounds pretty good to me. I'm not a professional ukulele player, so I don't have the ear for telling if instruments sound great, but it sounds nice to me, and I think that's the measure of whether or not a kit is good, whether or not you like it. So it took me about 60 minutes to build the ukulele. It took me about 30 minutes to string the ukulele, and it took me about 15 minutes to tune the ukulele. So that means the whole thing took about 105 minutes. Let me say that again. I went from a box of wooden pieces to a playable ukulele that sounds really nice in 105 minutes. And at the same time, I was filming the process. So I'm really impressed with how long it took. It's a little more than the 75 minutes it said in the kit, but you know, it's an involved process. You get a ukulele out of it. 105 minutes is not so bad. I'm sure I could have done it in 75 if I had just been powering straight through and not having to deal with lighting and cameras and all that stuff. Like I said, I think the instrument sounds pretty good. I learned a few chords, which I played for you. I went online onto YouTube and I found a guy. His channel is called All for Uke, and he is really like gentle, sweet-sounding guy who does these really nice lessons. And I did a few of them. Picked up a couple tricks. So if you're looking to learn how to play the uke, check out All for Uke. He's great. In terms of my review, here goes. This was my first KiwiCo crate, and I thought the process was super simple. Every part of it, the design, the packaging, the instructions, and then also the resulting instrument was excellent. I have a 6-year-old daughter, as you probably know, and if she wanted to make a musical instrument, I would gladly make this one with her. She could do almost all the work, and I could just help her, you know, screw the screws in and make sure all the fiddly bits are in the right places. If a friend asked me and said that they wanted to make a musical instrument, I would recommend this ukulele kit unreservedly. And the criticisms are few. The resulting instrument, I mean, it's a laser cut ukulele kit. It doesn't have the kind of rich sound of a more expensive instrument, but it still sounds pretty good. It sounds better than most of the toy ukuleles you find in stores these days. But specifically, I feel like the A string sounds a little dead. I don't really have a good musical vocabulary, so I might be using the wrong words, but it doesn't ring out as true when you're playing chords. And so I was able to fix this problem for the most part by adjusting my fingering. So it was most likely a case of user error. So I can't really hold that against them. The other thing is, after step 10, they ask you to check to make sure everything is slotted together right on the front of the ukulele before you screw in the screws and tighten it all up. And for me, if they had asked me to check the back, I might have noticed that I didn't have one of the pieces of wood slotted in quite correctly. And so when I tightened up all the screws, there eventually was a crack and a little piece of the plywood on the back chipped. Here, let me show you if I can get a good view. It's pretty subtle, but you can see it right here. This little piece wasn't slotted in correctly, and so it kind of just like broke right here. I don't know if you can see it too well. Yeah, you can see it. But I could have also been a little bit more careful, and I wouldn't have run into the same problem. So again, I'm kind of chalking that up to user error. And also I'm going to send my feedback into the company when I'm done, and I will think no more of it. So I'm happy. And I guess there was one more thing. When you're making the neck, when you're putting together the neck of the instrument, it seems like you can just put it all together and then slot it into the body, but they have you putting all of the pieces into the body as you're making it, which gets a little awkward because you have to hold them all and get them all straight and then slip something else in and slide it into the little slot, which is pretty tight fit. And it feels like you could have just made the neck and then slipped it into the slots where it goes. But I'm not sure that I'm right on this. I could be mistaken. There might be a step that where this slot has to be here before this slot can go into that. I can't really say this is a big negative because I'm not 100% sure. All in all, this is a great kit. I thought the instructions were thorough and straightforward. I thought the packaging was thoughtful and well organized. The resulting instrument sounds bright, and it's fun to play. And the whole process was quick and easy. So I don't have a formal language about making reviews yet. So this next part might come off a little awkwardly, but I think that this is a fantastic hit. I would recommend it to anyone wanting to do it with their kids, anyone wanting to do it by themselves, anyone looking for a present for a maker who needs a project. It gets my unreserved recommendation and goes on the Gardnering list of great projects for sure. If you think this kit looks like fun, please use the links below to sign up for the subscription service. It would really help the channel. And before I go, I want to thank you for watching and let you know that your support means the world to me. Thanks again.